So we are on week 2 with the girls. Some things that we are changing is one, we built them a little roost out of some extra plywood we had in the garage. They were trying to stand up in the middle of their food container and they were getting shavings and poop in that. So we saw that there was a need for them to have something to kind of check out. They love it. There's usually anywhere from like 1 to 3 of them on the roost at a time. I'll take it out and show you what we did. Hi girls, I know. So really simple and straightforward. Used a circular saw to cut one longer piece, 2 shorter ones from the side, and then 2 shorter ones on the bottom. And then we just placed it up against the edge of the container to make sure it didn't tip over, because it's not super stable with all the paper shavings and everything on the bottom. But the girls love it. They've changed a lot already from week 1 to week 2. They are drinking a lot more water. They're eating a lot more food. They're a lot more active. They're starting to flap their little wings. They're getting bigger in size. A lot has changed. We'll give you a close-up at the end. Their feathers on their wing feathers are really coming in, and their tail feathers are starting to poke through too. They're doing a lot of kicking around of the recycled paper shreds that are at the bottom. So I'm changing their water and their food very often. Their little personalities are really starting to show through. So there's a couple, like 1 or 2 that are really wild, and 1 or 2 that are kind of calm, and then 1 somewhere in the middle. We finally got over the hump of pasty butt. It was, I had 2 girls with pasty butt for 4 days. One of them finally settled down, and then the other one had pasty butt for an additional 2 days. So almost a full week, but the last 2 mornings have been clear of pasty butt. So I think we finally got past that hump. They're starting to do some really cute things. If you sit and watch them, you catch them doing a lot of really cute things. So one of the things that I'm seeing them do is they will kick their little legs back and stretch. They sleep really in a funny way. Like some of them will be on their side, some will be flat like pancakes. They're playing this crazy little game where one of them gets, they're doing it now. One of them gets a paper shred that they find to be really interesting, and for some reason all the other chicks want that said paper shred. So it's like a little mini football game in there. One is running around with the paper shred in their mouth and the other ones are chasing it. It looks like the start of it, but I don't think they followed through with it. But yeah, you can see they're super busy little girls now. They do pretty well at night. Once we turn the lights off, they're pretty quiet. I'm sure that they're more active at night than we are, but we don't hear them. Since we're on week 2, we just raised the heat lamp. So we're lowering the temperature a little bit this week. I think probably next week we're gonna revisit the topic of moving them out to the garage, because if they grew this quickly in a week, I'm assuming by next week they're probably going to be a lot more active and a lot bigger in size, but we'll see how it goes. And let's get a close-up of one of them. We'll pull them out so we can check out. We'll get one with some good little tail feathers going. Hi girls. Hi, who wants to come say hello? Oh, I know. So yeah, you can see, look at her little wing is really forming. And then look at her little tail feathers. Hi. That's a big girl. Oh, what's on your little face? Oh, hi. Hello. They're pretty sweet. They are nervous when I grab them initially. I'm guessing they're nervous because they make pretty loud noises. But once I've got them and they can kind of see my face and I talk to them, they usually calm down. One of the girls that kept getting pasty butt was getting so used to me holding her and getting her butt clean that she would actually fall asleep when I was cleaning her butt. So I have a feeling she's probably going to be pretty mellow-mannered once she's older. But my hopes in moving them out of this cage and into another one every day to clean things out is that by handling them every day, they'll be a lot more mellow when they're older, and they'll be easier to manage if we need to grab them for some reason. So yeah, that's week 2. We'll check in again week 3.